Serving me pizza subs, me, John D. Villarreal, the 4-time national champion, and that is Paul F. Villarreal joining by phone. And we're ready now for our Cotto versus Margarito 2 prediction. Look, there's a lot of stuff to say about this, and we've said a lot in our videos leading up to this fight and reviewing HBO 24/7, Cotto versus Margarito episodes and all that. Now I'm ready to unleash my prediction, and that is this. I'm going to keep this short, and I'm going to keep it sweet. I think that Antonio Margarito is going to win again, and in fact, I'm predicting a knockout. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to predict a knockout for Antonio Margarito over Miguel Cotto. I think Margarito will knock out or stop Miguel Cotto tomorrow night in Madison Square Garden. And I have to say, first of all, this is all my personal opinion only. This is all our personal opinion only. We're not alleging facts, and I can't say Spurs is all for entertainment parody purpose only. Please check the disclaimers. Paul, the reason I think this, it's really simple. You already had a fight between these two, and Margarito just beat the heck out of Miguel Cotto, in my personal opinion. And to me, it's like, you can talk about hand wraps, you can talk about a lot of different things, but we've already seen these two match up, and it was not pretty for Miguel Cotto. And I have no reason to believe, based upon everything that I've seen and heard, in my personal opinion, that anything's going to be different tomorrow night. If anything, I think Margarito is more focused, he's more determined, and he may even be in better condition. You see him, the training he was doing up there in the mountains of Mexico at high elevation. I mean, the guy weighed in, he looked ready, he looked ripped, he looked like he was really cut down. I expect him to rehydrate back up again and be even bigger. And I don't think that Miguel Cotto can handle the strength, can handle the pressure, can handle the power, and can handle the stamina of Antonio Margarito. And also, you look at this situation. Manny Pacquiao was not able to get rid of Antonio Margarito. Antonio Margarito showed chin and he showed heart in that fight to be able to make it to that 12th and final belt. In that first fight, Cotto's power was not enough to stop Margarito. I don't see how that changes. If you can't keep Margarito off you, if you're Miguel Cotto, I think you're in for a long and very tough night. And quite frankly, I think we'll see some kind of repeat of that first fight. Paul, what do you think about this fight? What's your prediction?
John, I'm leaning the way that you're leaning as well. I wasn't sure, needed to see the weigh-in, needed to see how the fighters appeared to be in the kind of days leading up to this. Look, this is a very important fight for the sport of boxing because you have one of the premier fighters in the world today, and I'm talking about Miguel Cotto, who, this is one of his only losses, one of only 2 losses. On the other hand, you have a guy in Margarito that has, been pilloried as a cheater and all this type of thing. Both fighters need redemption for this fight. Margarito needs to win cleanly, and Cotto just needs to win. I think that everything that we're seeing, combined with the physical advantages for Antonio Margarito, I'm leaning towards him. I'm not sure if either fighter is quite what they used to be, but unless Antonio Margarito has seriously declined, and I'm not sure that he has, I think we're looking at an Antonio Margarito victory tomorrow night.
Well, let's review this. In fact, we may do one more video about what this fight means in our personal opinion and how big it is, because I think you bring up some excellent points. But let me talk about this. Let's look at the different attributes right here. Boxing ability, in my personal opinion, the better boxer is Miguel Cotto. Punching power, in my personal opinion, Antonio Margarito has the harder shots. Output, stamina, Antonio Margarito wins there. Size in terms of height and all that kind of stuff that you might be able to use your advantage. That's Antonio Margarito. I think he's got the edge there as well. Stamina. I think Antonio Margarito, in terms of his past performances and his training right now, from what we were able to get from 24/7 on our personal opinion, it looks like he's got the edge there again. And in terms of chin, I have to give the chin advantage to Antonio Margarito, and quite frankly, toughness. I mean, you can compare how Miguel Cotto acted and reacted in his fight against Margarito versus how Antonio Margarito acted and reacted in his fight against Manny Pacquiao. And in fact, in one of the I think it was the Max Kellerman thing. I was going to say HBO 24/7. In the Max Kellerman face-off thing, Antonio Margarito said basically, I think, if I'm remembering this right, I might be getting it wrong, that he doesn't care if he dies in the ring, whereas Miguel Cotto didn't seem to want to go that far. So I think that Antonio Margarito is just, has a lot of attributes, but again, I alluded to it right there, and I'm going to talk some more about this. I also think he has a psychological edge. Antonio Margarito has already won that first fight, and he did it in dramatic fashion. You have to be wondering what is going through Miguel Cotto's mind. It's one thing to talk about a fight, it's one thing to hype a fight, but when you're ready to get in the ring versus someone like Antonio Margarito, someone who beat you down, okay, who really, really hurt you, that might have an impact on your mind. And they were talking, and what kind of psychological impact is that going to have right there on Miguel Cotto? So I think that there's a lot of factors that favor Antonio Margarito, and that's why I'm picking him to do some kind of repeat performance of the first fight, meaning that I think he's going to knock out Miguel Cotto. Paul, what else do you have to say about this?
Well, just two quick things. I'm not sure. Miguel Cotto might have a little bit more one-punch power than Antonio Margarito. Actually, just my own thought. But when you combine power, the one fighter's power versus the opponent's chin, Antonio Margarito wins that battle. Just if not for no other reason, his chin's better. The second thing I want to say is, whatever people say about Antonio Margarito, and plenty has been said, the one thing you have to give him, the one thing I really admire about him is he is a machine. He will not stop. He doesn't care. He's 100% motivated. And I think a lot of people are looking at this as Miguel Cotto's redemption. But I think Antonio Margarito says, the heck with that, it's my redemption. And you can see that in him. That's what you're talking about. I think that he's almost more motivated for this, in some ways it appears, than Cotto is.
Wow. This is impressive. This is incredible, dudes. I want to hear from you out there. I want to know what you think about this. You speak on it. Fight fans all around the world. It's going down tomorrow. We're going to do another video on this about what this fight means, because this is too much going on right here. You tell us what's going on. We're predicting that Antonio Margarito is going to win tomorrow night, and I'm predicting that he's going to do it by KO. You tell us what you think. I want your predictions. Give it to it right now. Give us comments below. Please subscribe above. I'm John D. Villarreal, the 4-time national champion. That is Paul. We're Conservative Media, and we will see you next time.